So my wife asked me, when are they going to get it after the Fat Man and Little Boy show yesterday in not Quantico. Yeah, Quantico. I'm surprised that it was as bad as it was and went off the way it did. But when are they going to get it? It seems hard to still fathom and believe that an electorate that voted the way they did for this administration regime has typically a history of service themselves as veterans and or currently sons and daughters, well, probably sons moving forward, because Drunken Pete doesn't want
the regime
in any of this
because of the regime.
But it was so degrading and demeaning the way Pete was addressing the command staff that was in the room, completely not reading the room. Somebody who was not a career military person, not taking anything away from guard service, but basically preaching to multi-decade career personnel, command personnel, and just backhandedly blasting them, and really taking away and undercutting what as command they have been building and developing for so many years within the personnel that follow them, building not only a fighting and defense force but also a community that supports each other and that will go into conflict with each other and support each other. He's basically wanting them to just stop that, and his comments on rules of engagement, his comments on basically allowing hazing and that back in, comments about the grooming standards. I hope there's enough out there, and others have gone into depth. On the surface, no beards. I know a lot of people are like, well, but you can't have a beard in the military anyway. Well, there's exceptions, and the exceptions are largely for the African American community because of dermatitis that happens from daily shaving. But there's also religious exemptions too for facial hair. So he racially and ethnically slapped that down. Plus, operators that are working overseas in the Middle East do have a history of wearing beards, because a beard culturally is a sign of maturity. It is a sign of acceptance within a Middle Eastern culture. That's why you see a lot of especially special forces in Afghanistan and Iraq and that area will actually have full beards and facial hair. It's part of their combat uniform, as it were, and that will actually separate them out and have them stand out and lose some of that acceptance that they're building in the hearts and minds in that area. So anyway, that was it. So I'm just appalled that those that voted are just not...
Those that voted for the regime.
Sorry, that voted yes for this are not incensed and offended by the way that show went yesterday. Yeah.
It was racism on display.
It was.